Hello, my lovelies. Let's do some shadow work. Let's see what we need to work on this week. These ones are triggers. It's called conversations with your inner self. So let's see what some triggers could be. If these resonate, these are like journal prompts. So sit with the emotions, write about how it makes you feel. Title your life book. If you were to write a book about your life, what would the title be and why? Inner child. In your childhood, what did you not receive, and how has this impacted you? And nightmare. What is your worst nightmare, and why is this your worst nightmare? Self-talk. How do you speak to yourself when you're angry with yourself? Does it differ from how you speak to yourself when you're angry with other people? And perception. How do you think others see you, and how would you like to be seen, and why? So then the other deck is called integration. So this is kind of how you find the balance. So let's see what we have for this. The color of. What color represents your healing and why? Qualities. What qualities do you see in others that also reflect qualities in you? Self-soothing. What soothes you when you are upset? The authentic you. What do you believe is the most authentic version of yourself? And empathy. How can you use your shadow self to develop empathy for others? Let's get one more of these. Acceptance. What aspects of your shadow self are you ready to accept and integrate? I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see all of these. All right, so there's the shadow cards and the integration cards for the balance. All right, let's see what kind of shadow work we need. What do we need to know from our shadow side, the side that we keep hidden? The Knight of Cups. All right. What else do we have? The Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, and the King of Coins. Interesting. All right, so you might be dealing with either a partnership or a business partner that maybe is imbalanced right now. Could be very aggressive, could be acting out of character. I feel like this is something where you need to have some boundaries right now. There could have been an ending, or maybe there needs to be an ending. I also feel like someone could be kind of in their ego right now. There could be some financially bad decisions going on. Lots of immaturity. What else do we need to know? Page of Cups. Yep. Acting like a small child. Definitely. Tantrums. I get that tantrums could be an issue right now. Like grown adults throwing tantrums. You know, the holidays kind of do crazy things to a lot of people. But I feel like this is deeper than that. I feel like they're acting out because of financial worry, financial strain. I also feel like they are unable to communicate how they properly need to. That there's just a lot of negativity in this situation. Yep. And that someone feels like they missed out on an opportunity. I thought we had a flipper in here. I'm almost positive. Or not. All right. So what else do we need to know? Let's see. Seven of Swords. Someone's trying to deceive you or pull the wool over your eyes when it comes to love or money. So be very careful in those two areas. And I do feel like you have put in quite a lot of time, energy, and effort, and maybe you're really ready to walk away. And I feel like you could also be this person's karma. So if you feel like you just can't keep doing the same old anymore, make a change that works for you, because I feel like this person's not mature enough to see kind of the writing on the wall and what they're really doing. All right, how do we find the balance this week? The Lovers. There's a choice that has to be made when it comes to this love relationship. Either there's something new trying to come in and you're blocking that unintentionally because you don't know what you want going forward with this current situation, or that you're tired of the same stuff and you're deciding to actually leave and go in a new direction, because I feel like you want commitment and marriage, and maybe this person's immature and can't give those things to you. King of Coins in the up right now. All right, so I almost get the sense that there's somebody else trying to come in that is maybe grounded and stable. Somebody that maybe has, you know, their financial goals under wraps, that they know what they want, they know what they're looking for, and that they see you as somebody they could potentially grow with. Could also be a business opportunity that's coming in. Might open a whole new world of opportunities for you as well. You might be traveling the world with this person. Could be completing old cycles, but things are definitely changing, like turning full circle. Yeah, and it's the balance that you need. This person definitely is more stable. I also feel like this person will give you what it is that you're looking for emotionally. Card that jumped out is the High Priestess. So I do feel like you need to really trust your intuition when it comes to making this decision. I also think that if you've been ignoring that Source is trying to get you to kind of wake up and see the writing on the wall. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, because this person's determined to come in and give you something solid. I think this person may already know that you're having difficulties in this area and that they want to come in and show you that it can be completely different, but are you open to it? Because we also have the Ace of Cups in the shadow saying that it's imbalanced or you're rejecting an offer. So I feel like you need to almost sit with Source for a little bit and really decide what it is you want. Do you want to be in the same boat that you've been in for it looks like a while, or do you want to change things for the better that look like they're a lot more stable and solid? Yeah, Nine of Wands. This is really telling us that, your guard is super high. I think for good reason. But at the same time, how do you let a new opportunity in if you won't let your guard down? Because this is like your wish come true. This is everything that you've been looking for, but you have to decide whether you want it or not. And you have to be willing to let go of toxicity in order to get it. So I feel like you could be dealing with codependency, addictions, immaturity, things that leave you feeling like you're stuck, trapped, and bound. And that I think you really kind of want to go on your own for a little while is what it looks like. You might be more solid and stable by yourself. You might be very independent. You might be a natural healer. And I feel like you have a lot of energy vampires around you. So boundaries are definitely needed. Eight of Swords. You are overthinking this though. So let's see what else is hidden. Why are they overthinking this decision? What's going on? Knight of Swords, lack of courage. That's why you're overthinking things, or they are. And Four of Swords. So I feel like you almost need to hit the pause button. You might be really burnt out when it comes to love, relationships, financial issues. There's a lot going on, but know that people are facing karma for whatever has happened and that things are going to be changed because there's no other alternative. Yep. Something has to come to an end that we're still holding on to. You aren't necessarily doing the shadow work. That's why I post shadow work, is to help you guys heal, and someone's hesitant to take a step in a new direction to try new things. So how do we find the balance? How do we get to the new beginning? All right. Knight of Serpents, or Knight of Coins in this deck, tells us that we need to start by setting some goals, and then there's an opportunity that's coming in that's going to allow us to either travel, relocate, move to greener pastures, new job, new prospects. That it's going to be better, but we have to, again, do the work in order to get there. The Empress, the Divine Feminine. I feel like whoever this King of Coins is that's coming in, I feel like he has a legitimate offer. Like, he's seen you from a distance. He knows who you are. He wants to come in and offer you literally the world, but you have to be willing to actually take that first step and to go in that new direction. So I feel like he's a little bit hesitant to come forward. Definitely has like crush energy written all over it, but this person wants commitment. They actually want marriage, where maybe the other person doesn't. Let's see what else we have. Yeah. Learning to shift your perspective will get you the King of Cups, who you're actually looking for, the emotional fulfillment. We also have the Ten of Cups in here somewhere. But it's like we have to get from the Devil to this new beginning to actually close out the cycle to get to our Two of Cups with the right person. Let's see what else. What else are we missing that we need to see? Yeah, the Eight of Cups. All right, so I feel like the biggest thing is that we have to have that ending first, the one that we're hesitating on making. That ending has to happen before we get to our new beginning, and that we will have a victory. But we have to be willing to let go of the toxicity and let it finally be over with, and be willing to take that leap of faith in order to get to this victory for our forever person. So shift your perspective to see things differently if you want to get to your forever person, the one that's actually meant to be in your life. Let's get one more for an outcome. What will happen if we make the changes? All right, so balance will be restored if we are willing to make the changes, and then we can start by setting some goals in order to actually get there. So eliminate what's not working in your life, set some serious boundaries with people who siphon your energy, and that there's some sort of financial blessing coming in from the divine as well that maybe you wouldn't have seen otherwise if you would be willing to take that leap of faith. And you have the Magician. So this tells us that you're the alchemist. You are the manifester of your own destiny. So think positive. What do you really want? What steps do you need to take to get there? And be willing to put the action that's needed in order to take that next step. Have a great week.